Hi, welcome to the vocabulary lesson for stand out. Let's start in the first paragraph. We have the phrase, nobody gets unanimous praise ever. Unanimous. Unanimous means 100%, and it means opinion or like voting, right? So it means 100% of people agree, right? So unanimous, it means everybody agrees. So unanimous praise means praise from everyone, right? 100% of people praise you, say nice things to you. Well, this quote from Seth Godin, he says, nobody gets unanimous praise, right? Nobody gets praise from everybody 100% of the time, right? Sometimes people criticize you. Sometimes people don't like you, right? It's never unanimous praise, never unanimous liking. Never all the time, never everyone. Okay, so unanimous, meaning everybody, 100%. All right, and the next sentence, it says, the best the timid can hope for is to be unnoticed. Timid means not strong, not bold, B-O-L-D, not courageous, right? It means you're a little bit afraid, a little bit kind of weak and afraid, timid. Timid means you're uh, afraid to be noticed. You're afraid to be strong. Right? Timid, like a rabbit. A rabbit is a timid animal, right? Rabbits hide. They stay low. They're kind of scared very easily, right? That's timid. All right, and then the next sentence says, criticism comes to those who stand out. If you're not timid, if you stand out, you get criticism. Stand out. That's the title of this article. What does it mean to stand out? To stand out, a two-word verb. Well, to stand out means to be different and noticed. It has this idea of that people see you. They notice that you are different. They see that you are different. It's the opposite of timid. It's the opposite of invisible. Right? So invisible means no one sees you. Stand out means everybody sees you. Easy to see means stand out, to stand out. So if you stand out, if everybody sees you because you're different, well, you get criticism, right? In fact, some cultures, this is a strong idea. I know Japanese culture has this idea. People who stand out, people who are different, they get criticized. I think they have this saying. They say the nail, right? You build a house with a nail. If it stands up, then it gets hit. It gets hammered, right? It means it stands out, so people want to hit it. It's the same idea. If you are different, people want to criticize you. So that's what he's saying. Criticism comes to those who stand out. And yeah, that's true. All right, next paragraph. We have the phrase figuring out. He says, if you're like most people, you learned in first grade. That's when you started figuring out that the safe thing to do was to fit in. Well, first, let's talk about fit in. Fit in is the opposite of stand out. To fit in means be the same. It means be the same as everyone else, right? It means you're not noticed. You're not different. You fit in. You're the same. So Seth Godin says, in first grade, when you were a child, you learned to fit in. You learned it's the safe thing to do. It's more safe to fit in. It's more safe to be the same. He said you started figuring out. Now, to figure out means to learn or to understand. Okay? So to figure out something means to learn something, to understand something. Okay? To figure out. And then to fit in, again, means to be the same. opposite of stand out. Okay, then he says, the next sentence, a little strange phrase here. The safe thing to do was to color inside the lines. Color inside the lines. Okay, this is a sort of a English, maybe American idea. To color inside the lines means to follow the rules. And it comes from coloring books, right? Little children, they have books, right? They color on the books, right? Different colors. There's a picture of I don't know, Mickey Mouse, and there's no color. And the children, they color the books with pens or crayons. Well, if you color inside the lines, right, you're very careful, very neat, right? Most children do not color inside the lines. They color everywhere on the page. But later, their parents or the teacher says, color inside the lines. Okay? So this phrase, it's an idiom, it's slang. It means follow the rules. Right? To color inside the lines means to follow rules. All right. Next paragraph, we have the phrase playing it safe. Playing it safe, following the rules. Okay, we've had this phrase before. To play it safe means to be careful. To be careful. To be timid, maybe, right? Be very, very careful. That's playing it safe, or to play it safe. All right. And then at the end of that paragraph, we see that it says, following the rules. However, these rules set a pattern for most people, like your boss. And that pattern is awfully dangerous. Awfully dangerous. Okay, here, awfully means very. Awfully means very. This is kind of casual English, and we often use this. Awfully good means very good. Or I'm awfully hungry means I'm very hungry. That is awfully dangerous means that is very dangerous. Okay, so we can use this word awfully, and it has to be with ly, awfully, and it means very. All right, next paragraph. We see the sentence. In a busy marketplace, not standing out is the same as being invisible. Okay, it's just the opposite of standing out, right? Not standing out means not noticed, not different. Okay. Next paragraph. The good news is that the prevailing wisdom makes your job even easier. Okay, wisdom means knowledge, right? Prevailing means common, normal, what most people think. Prevailing wisdom means the common knowledge, the common idea, the normal ideas. That's prevailing wisdom. Again, prevailing meaning normal or usual. So the usual wisdom, the usual idea. So most people think standing out is bad, right? That's the prevailing idea. That's the usual idea. Most people think, oh, standing out, that's bad. Don't stand out. And that's good for you because it makes your job easy. So he says, since just about everyone else is petrified of being different, you can be remarkable with even less effort. Petrified. Here, petrified means afraid, means very, very afraid. Very, very scared. To be petrified means to be super scared, super afraid. He says, most people are petrified of being different, right? Most people are very afraid to be different. But that's good news because it means it's very easy to be different if you want to. There's not a lot of competition. All right. And then he says, if successful new products are the ones that stand out, and most people desire not to stand out, you're set. All right. To be set. To be set means you're in a great position. You're set means you have a good situation. You're set means you will be successful. Right? And it's this idea that you have a very good potential. You have a very good situation. It means everything is good for you. You're set, right? It means it's kind of like you're lucky. Maybe that's an easy way to think about it. You're super lucky, right? You're set. So if someone gives me a lot of money, say, wow, I'm set, right? It means everything is good for me. I'm very lucky. I have a great situation. All right. Okay, and then we go down a few paragraphs. We see the sentence, we learn to do what everyone else is doing. That does give us a little security. Security. Security means safety, right? Safety. Security means safety. If you have security, it means you are safe. It means you know what will happen. You feel safe. Okay, so security. So we manage to keep a safe but boring job. We make a little money. Maybe we get a small promotion. Promotion, a promotion means getting a better job. It's when you get a better job, a higher job. So at my job, my boss gives me more money. I say, I got a promotion. I got a higher job, right? A promotion is a higher job, a better job, a job with more money, or a job with a better position. Maybe same money, but higher. I am vice president, then I become president, right? That's a promotion. I got a promotion. All right, next paragraph. But we never achieve our dreams. We never attain big success. To attain means to get something, to attain it. But it has the idea, attaining means you get something because you worked hard. It has an idea of success, right? Like you had to try. So if you attain a big success, it means you get a big success. To attain, to get. And then I say we never attain big success. Total financial freedom. Plenty of time to enjoy our lives. And feelings of happiness and ecstasy. Ecstasy, good word. Ecstasy means super happiness. Super happiness. Ecstasy. Great, wonderful, fantastic happiness. Super big happiness. Ecstasy. All right. Next paragraph. Starting your own business is scary. I know. I was terrified when I started Effortless English. Terrified means very afraid, very scared. Terrified and petrified, the same, almost the same, very similar. So super scared is terrified. I was terrified. I was super, super scared. I was terrified. Or I was petrified. Okay. What terrified me was humiliation. Good word. Humiliation. Humiliation. Humiliation means big embarrassment, right? You know, embarrassed, to be embarrassed, or to feel embarrassment. Well, humiliation is super embarrassment. To be humiliated means to be super embarrassed. So it's just a stronger word. All right, next page. We have this phrase again, play it safe. Many new business owners play it safe because they are afraid. Okay, to play it safe means to be careful, to be normal. To be careful, to be normal, to play it safe. All right, 2 paragraphs later, we see the phrase move up. Maybe you just want to go higher in your career. How do you move up? To move up in your career means to get a better job, to get a higher job, to get a promotion, right? If you get a promotion, you move up in the company. You go higher. That's easy, I think. All right, then we go down, middle of the page, where you see number 2. Number 2 in the middle of the page, page 2. Exaggerate those strong points. Make them super strong. At the same time, ignore your weak points. Ignore your weak points. To ignore means don't pay attention. It's the opposite of focus on, opposite of pay attention to. It means don't pay attention to, don't focus on, don't think about. That's ignore. Don't look at. That means ignore. To ignore. All right, and then number 3, next paragraph. You see the word extreme. To succeed, you must be extreme. Extreme means a lot, super something, anything. You can be extreme or extremely fat. Means very fat. You can be extremely thin. It means very super thin. Right? So to be extreme means to be super very something. We don't know what, right? It can be anything. We don't know here. But to be extreme means just to be not normal, not average, right? Extreme is the opposite of average. Extreme is the opposite of middle. Okay. Next paragraph, we see the word fluency. The strongest point of effortless English is listening and speaking fluency. Fluency. Fluency means speaking fast and easily. It means fast and easily speaking. Okay, not perfect. Right? You can speak fluently. You can have fluency, but you can still make mistakes. It's okay. It means fast, easy, effortless, automatic speaking. That's fluency. All right, next paragraph, we see the word legitimate. There's a sentence I said, I didn't focus on writing, although that is a legitimate area of study. Legitimate means important, good and important. Good and important. So writing is legitimate. It means, yes, writing is important. Writing is good and important. It's okay. It's important. But I don't teach writing. So again, legitimate has the idea of important, good, acceptable. It has these ideas together. Mostly important. Important and acceptable. Important and good. All right, 2 paragraphs later, our last word. We see the word strive. It's a verb, to strive. Strive to be different than everyone else. It's easy. To strive means to try hard, to try a lot. Okay? So to strive means to try a lot, try hard, strive. Strive to be different. Try hard to be different. Try a lot to be different. Strive to be different. Okay, that is the end of the vocabulary lesson for stand out.